Good morning. Today's look is going to be look number 2 from the Aquati Glam collection. And this one will be Sirens Call and Sunkissed Pink is the blush. Now, because I could not find the lip gloss for this particular threesome, I chose from the Beauty and Bloom collection, Ruffles. I thought it was the closest one to the lip gloss that is underneath, like the set. You know what I'm saying? Like there were 3 lip glosses and 1 lip gloss was for each eye look and blush look. And like I said, I wasn't able to find the 3rd one. So this one is stepping in for that one. Also, if you're new here, I bring in random new Dollar Tree finds to wear with the look of the day. And today's random find was the Peach Color Corrector. This is still in store, so if you haven't seen it in use, now would be your time. The LA Colors Blush Lighter in Cherished. I love this. And I am bringing in for the eye look, LA Colors Showstopper Topper. If you don't have this and you have Daisy Dukes, then you have this. I'm excited for this look. I can't believe we finally got the Aquati collection from LA Colors. But anyways, the first thing I'm going to do is put on Milani's eye primer. Also from LA Colors is my mascara in Lift and Lock. I lined my eyes with the matte liquid liner from LA Colors because I use that line right there like you would for tape. And right now it's just too warm to use the Ioni pencil liner because it will transfer into the crease. So this is just the safer bet. So let's get on with this eye look. This one is Sirens Call. There are the swatches right there. They're beautiful. So the first shade that I'm going to put on is this one right here, which is shade number 3, the coral shade. And I'm placing that into the transition. These shades are so wearable for every day. If you see them, pick them up. They're beautiful. I'm a huge fan of LA Colors eyeshadows. I didn't think I would be, but here we are. Can't get enough of them. The next shade is going to be this shade right here, and it is shade number 2. This is shade number 1, shade number 2, 3, and 4. And I'm placing this shade along the lash line, along the line I made with the liquid liner, into the crease, to the outer edge of my iris, which is right there. I don't want to go any further than that because if I do, I change the shape of my eye. And I don't want to do that. I want a cat eye. This is actually darker than I thought it was going to be. From the swatch, it looks pretty medium, but on the eye, it's going on medium dark, which is good. Because my outer corner has to be dark. These shades really bring out the blue in blue eyes as well, guys. These are beautiful. I'm not saying they're not for brown eyes, but for blue eyes, it brings out the blue. I'm placing it under the eye as well, to the center of my pupil. And I am going to darken out here as much as I possibly can. The next shade is shade number 4, and it's right there. It looks like that in the pan. And I am placing this shade on the movable lid only. I am not putting it into here. This shade is lighter than I thought it was going to be. It looks really quite dark in there. It's like, which one is darker? It was hard to tell. But this is perfect for the lid, for me. I'm going to add more of this shade here, shade number 3, under the eye. From the inner corner, right here, to the center of my pupil. Just putting more of shade 2 in the crease and under the eye. Like I said, I really want to build this shade up. The next shade is shade number 1. It looks like that. And I'm placing that into here, but I am putting Showstopper over top of this. But just to blend it and use it and see what it looks like without Showstopper for you guys, if you don't have that, this would be the finished look before fake lashes, more mascara, eyeliner, whatever your preference is. That's pretty. Now, we need to be a mermaid. I mean, this is Sirens Call, right? So here is a swatch of Showstopper, in case you haven't ever seen this shade. She looks like that. Absolutely gorgeous. Sorry about the watch. And I'm going to put it onto my hand and onto a brush. And I'm placing it in here, in the inner corner. Oh, sorry, I know. I have this reaction every time. I'm annoying. Placing it under here on top of the pink as well. I'm not putting on a lot. I just want it to be a hint of color. I don't want a streak. And this can streak real easily. So you just want to make sure you use a very light hand with it. And if you go in with this, you're getting that streak. So it's just a dabble do ya. You can always add more, but it's really hard to take this away. Because once it dries, it's stuck there. She does not move. These are the scales of the fish. Oh, I'm so happy we got this collection. I just can't. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I sure hope you got this. I did see it in store the other day, though. I did. It was randomly in there. Because I'm thinking the best one is gone. Again, she looked like that. Beautiful. I have a backup of this, thankfully. Okay, so there it is. Guys, like this eye just went from ordinary to extraordinary with one little added addition. I am going to be putting on eye marker in blue from LA Colors. If I can open it, look. Okay, I had to include that because my hands, it's so hot in here. My hands are sweating and I can't get this open. Now, if you're wondering why are you putting on a blue eyeliner, it's because Dollar Tree has been out of the black for months. And this does the job just as well. And it doesn't look like blue, so I'm good with it. I struggled with my liner today, guys. Just ignore that. Next is the color corrector in Peach. And I'm going to leave in the eyebrow tutorial as well for you. Here it is, if you haven't seen it. It's very peach. It is perfect for dark under eye circles. That's what color you are meant to use for them. And this really does do the job beautifully. And my preferred method right now to blend it in is this Must Have Beauty Sponge. I am really liking this thing. Look at that. It gets it in there so perfectly. And I haven't had any issues with this creasing or doing anything funky on the eye. And I have mature skin. So it looks like that. I have on Revlon's Color Stay in 150 Buff, the oily combination one. Under that is my Be Pure's Perfect Skin Blurring Primer. And my contour is Be Pure's Glow Up Contour in light medium. And it looks like that. Let's get into eyebrows. I am using LA Colors Brow Powder in Universal. I'm pounding this right now. It's not my favorite way of putting on brows, but I've gotten a lot better. And what I do is I tap into both and I place it. They're falling. They need to be brought back up. Look at that. Get up there. Under the brow, starting at the outer tip, and I just outline the brow and I go down to there, right to where, see, I went a little bit too far. The ideal spot is from the edge of your nose to the outer part of your eye, and it should end up right there. For your arch, it is from the outer edge of your nose, the middle of your pupil, and there's your arch. For where the brow starts, is from the edge of your nose and right to there. So then I just take that line, I don't add anything else onto the brush, and I just flick it up. Now, if you have brows, this is not going to be your ideal brow application. And don't worry, guys, blush, lips, and highlighter are next. If you want to skip this, feel free. Again, well, I have added back in, and I'm just using the tip of the brush, and this is a MAC brow brush. The number is completely gone, so I couldn't tell you. I bought this when I was 28 years old, when I went to makeup artistry school, Blanche McDonald in Vancouver. We had to buy a whole bunch of stuff, and this was one of the things we had to buy. and I love her. Again, both shades, starting at the outer end of my brow, lining the brow underneath, bringing it down, and flicking it up. It's crazy. When I'm demoing this, I make more mistakes because I'm thinking too hard, so don't think too hard. Just do it. See, this has grown on me, this trio. It took me a minute to figure it out because the powders are very soft. So if you find this and you use this, just know that. It's very tricky. I don't like to go along my brow like this, you know, like filling it in like that, because I like it to look like brow hair. But if you have hair already, be very careful when you put it in. Like, you just want to cover up the spots that need covering up. And you do want to use brush-like strokes. You don't want to just go in there and do it. Or you could end up with a Sharpie brow. I mean, maybe that's what you want. I don't know. Not judging. Okay, so now I can see that I want just a little more definition. So again, very gently, I put it in both. And I'm just taking a little bit more and putting it under the brow. Tap, tap, very light. Oh my gosh. It can get very dark very quickly. See, this brow didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It's not enough hair strokes. So what I do with that is I take the LA Colors brow pencil in medium brown or dark brown. Yeah, it's dark brown. And I just add some of this. It adds hair-like strokes because it's more waxy. So you're going to get a waxy line. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like an artist putting down one layer and then adding hair over top of it. If you're an artist, you will understand. So there, now it looks more natural to me. It's a thing, guys. This is why I don't show it very often. But I told you I'm going to add the eyebrow tutorial in every video from now on. You guys can skip it, it's fine. But some of you have wanted to see it, and so I'm assuming more of you would like to see it. I am then placing this shade here, the light shade, the highlight shade, under the brow, just to clean the edge. This shade's my favorite. It's almost gone. A lot of people use concealer, and that's okay. I just find I have trouble with concealer because then I start removing other things that are on my eye, like my eyeshadow, and I don't want to do that. And I always do my brows last. So there they are. Okay, let's get on to this blush. This is Sunkissed Pink from the Aquati Glam collection. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. I'll give us a swatch. Oh, that is so pretty. Goes perfectly with this eyeshadow quad. Oh, what did I just stick my hand in? Guys. Okay, I got makeup on me everywhere. So what do I want to do? Yeah, okay. I was thinking, do I want to add a shade back here? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to go in with this. And I'm using my e.l.f. stipple brush. This may be a mistake. Look how much it's put on there. And I'm just going to stipple it onto the apple of the cheek. Wow, this is pretty. That's really pretty. It is pigmented. Holy macaroni. Ooh, that is so pretty. It's like a perfect pink. It's like a doll pink. Have you seen the violet blushes that have been coming out? MAC has a few, and I think Anastasia Beverly Hills just came out with a trio. I'm a little tempted because you can, I think it is cream, and you can wear it on your lips. So I am tempted. Guys, look at this. I need you to talk me out of getting that blush trio. Okay, let's go in with the blush lighter in Charming. I believe these are still in store too. I haven't seen them for a while, but it just could need a restock. This is going to be beautiful over this. Look at this. Oh yeah. This has a gold shift to it that was so unexpected when I first saw it. I'm not going to wear this as a highlighter because I just think it's a little too dark to wear as a highlighter. But as a blush lighter, we'll just brighten up this blush. Oh my goodness. And I'm okay with a lot of blush because it's gone by the end of the, well, half, like, I don't know where it goes. But by the time I get to work, it's gone. It's like, where did it go? And yes, this is a lot. I will be blending it. But how pretty is that? Again, this is in Sunkissed Pink from the Aquati Glam collection. And this is the eyeshadow palette that it goes with. This is the one it was sitting under. And this is Sirens Call. I'm going to put on Becca's Rose Quartz highlighter because I am panning this. And I need highlighter. I really like that girly pink on my cheeks today. I really like it. Now for Ruffles from the Beauty and Bloom collection. I'm going to use the lip liner as well. We're going to see. I don't know if this will go with this look, but this was the closest shade to the lip gloss that went with this trio. And it looks like this. It's a neutral, so it should work fine. Now, I usually don't use these lip pencils, but I'm going to try it. If worst comes to worst, I can always redo my lips. It's not bad. Okay. I thought it was going to be much more orange than it is. Oh. Okay, I really poo-pooed on this shade before. Okay. I need to calm down and just try things. And I do need to blend this blush. It's a little much. That's okay. So let's put on the lipstick or lip gloss. This is beautiful. And I think it goes with this look. It's, like I said, it's neutral enough that it's not competing with the eye. It's actually adding to the eye, in my opinion. I mean, it's not a color I normally would have worn, but because it was closest to the actual lip gloss from the set, I thought I would try it. I mean, I could be wrong. It could have been showing a different color online than it is in person, but from online, this is what I was getting. I'm going to show you the blending properties of this thing. This Must Have Beauty Blender blush. Oh. Sponge, even. My goodness. Look at that. It works so perfectly. So here is the colorway, including my contour. There's your eyeshadows, the peach corrector. What is that? The blush, the highlighter, and the lipstick and the lip liner. And I think it goes really well. The lipstick's looking a little more orange on camera, but it's more neutral in person. Anyways, here is the finished look. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, maybe hype if you're on your phone, and here is a playlist of more Dollar Tree, and YouTube will show you something it thinks you would like to watch right there. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care.